Hey everyone, it's me. Been missing me? No way, no way. I'm not gonna do that shit at all. And you see, it's shown on my face that I don't want to fucking speak, particularly tonight, because I'm done for the day. Literally, physically, mentally, I'm done. I've solved a lot of mental issues today. I've been to my training today. I just come from my training, and that was lit. I was flying literally like hopping and kicking and punching and flying and breathing and having fun out of it. And actually, I did some secret martial arts sport as I reported you earlier. And I'm just gonna tell the story very briefly, because I'm fucking weird to the extent you cannot even imagine. And we'll see how it goes, because I like ramblings. And when I saw the result of my ramblings here, how I spoke in a fast rate of speech, and how I was at my last picking mission. And I'm gonna actually tell you about that last picking mission that happened to me just arbitrarily. I decided to bounce over, and I did, to the nicest venue ever. I just encountered new English school, and a friend of mine actually told me about that spot, and I dropped into that spot. And what I saw there was a native American dude sitting there waiting for peeps to come, but they didn't actually. As far as I saw their absence there, they didn't come actually, any other peeps. There was me, and there was like that Nazis guy. His name is Richard. Hello, if you're watching, probably you're not, because you don't have to watch this shit, because you're fluent in English, and that's my mission, to get fluent in English more and more. And that stuff lures me more and more. The more I'm like a drug taker, right? I reported you earlier, and no later than yesterday. Not yesterday, but see what do we have now. We're having now the nicest day of Thursday, and that happened to me. Yeah, yesterday I dropped into that venue, and there on the sixth floor of some modern building with those fashionable gables and I don't know. It's pretty nice building, built in the something like around 2005, if I'm not mistaken, but it's not the point. I dropped there, and there was that dude that I reported you about, and he was sitting there seamlessly and calm and waiting for peeps to come. But nobody came. I'm kind of like pushing things forward. That needs to be said in the very end of this narration. But I reported you. But all that time that I've been there, nobody came. Actually, nobody came. Just me and him. Okay, I knocked the door. I asked my permission to enter that nice premise called the Classroom for Advanced Learners of English. And I came in there, and I introduced myself, and I kind of like reported very briefly why I'm in that location, what I'm looking for, what I'm trying to get out of this meeting and stuff. And he was like looking at me, smiling, and just listening to my rant as it spilled out of me automatically. I just don't know why I haven't prepared that rant, but that was something. I was like without any fucking stopping, and that was like, he was like slightly even or even a big way flabbergasted with what he's heard from my side, and I was stranger to him, but I laid so many shits on his ears. And later during our conversation, I apologized for making such a large portion of ramblings, and I acknowledged the fact that I annoyed him a lot, and I was wearying him a lot during our speaking session. That was the fucking point, that why I was there. And I told him about that very honestly. And honestly, I told, dude, see, I have my English, I have you in my English, I have me in my English, and we are just together as a close group. We have to figure out something about this, and why not speak just to the fluent or fluent pace and with a fluent, I don't know, mood, having fluent mood in our conversation. That was lit. I'm telling you, that was lit. He was like telling the story why he's in our country, how come he got here and stuff. He reported also about his friend doing something. He reported about him not wanting to learn Russian, and I fucking didn't get the reason why he why he don't want to learn Russian. I said that I could give him a pretty nice pieces and bits of fluency in Russian, which happens to be my first native language, and definitely English language is my second native one. Okay, we've done this introductory stuff of tonight. It's just raised in my mind, just spontaneously things being said here. And what happened further on was I kind of like explain the whole mood of my learning standpoint, not learning standpoint, but my advancing standpoint as it goes to my English. And he was like listening to me very, I would say, very attentively from my perception at least. And he was listening to my speech, and he was like, he corrected me a pair of times, and he corrected me. He noticed that I made the mistake with the verb quit. I said something happened, and then I quitted. He said, bro, quitted doesn't exist, you shouldn't say that way. And I was like, oh, thanks bro, I will never ever will use it in that way. I will only say I quit, whatever fucking could that mean. I don't even fucking know where I can use that lit verb that goes like quit in all forms, like present form, past form, and or third form, just like an adjective form or whatever. I don't fucking follow any fucking rules I followed previously that gave me kind of like foundation that I haven't aboard my English fluency cruising ship, I should say. Now I'm the captain of my own cruising ship, of my own creation that has the name My Fluency Terrain, of my beloved English American version of English language. I try to do, and I will fucking fight for that fluency with every tool in my shed. I will never quit doing that if I don't die. I hope I won't. Again, he corrected me for the second time, noticing that I used the word vehicle in a wrong way. Like, I don't know, maybe I said something wrong. I didn't notice at the moment, being the moment of my speaking. I was like, wow, and stuff, you know what I'm saying. And he said, Alex, he asked again about my name. I said that I'm Alex. I got the thing that he's Richard from the very first try, but he was like kind of asking again what's my name, and I told him, and again, what was I gonna say? I lost fucking train of my thoughts. I said vehicle in some wrong way. From my perception, I said everything the right way. And trying to be polite, I replied kind of, oh, thanks bro, again, you gave me so so many fluency bits today and stuff and blah blah blah. And all the conversation was kept in English, in American. He's half Canadian actually. He's half Canadian and he's half American. And I asked the thing that I wanted to ask for a long time, and that was the moment that I asked. He was the first native speaker that I asked, not the first but the second. But the first time I asked that thing was like something 2 years ago or something. I asked Richard, see, how does it sound to you? How does it sound to your ears? And he said, you're trying to rush things too much. You're not pronouncing the endings of the words like completely correctly, but I understand you. And I said, the main thing for me that you understand me. I do that for a reason. I mean, I do speak so fast because I don't fucking want to lower my bar of my fluency, being able to speak at a fast rate of speech. I don't want to fucking lower my personal bar too low to me. That's why I try to shadow those native speakers who speaking loudly and in a very even maybe annoying way, but very rapidly and loudly, and even mixing all those endings of the fucking words together in order to have the mix of those and to have the connection between grammar constructions, words being sounded out, and all this mixture of sounds that I adore to shadow and emulate. And that's why I told him that's why I kept that fast rate of speech with not pronouncing things very clearly, and he spotted that if I spoke very, not very, but quite a bit slower, then I probably would pronounce things nicely, and I kind of like noticed in my mind that I'm able to pronounce things very clearly, but I don't fucking want to be very slow, very just to, I don't know, over lowering my bar too low to me, and I don't know whether use this word over lower, whether it fucking exists at all. I don't know. I'll check when I will be done with this ramblings. I'll check that form that I just to make it up for no reason. I'm so big about doing that. So that's my story tonight. Keep practicing, keep doing the wrong things in your life, no matter what if I can say. That's my angle from what I approach my life, approach my adorable American version of English, and I do. And that's the Alex making things for you. Never quit doing your own live tracks, and I'll be with you as soon as I release my new rambling portion. So bye.